Hey everybody, it is noon here. Yeah, 12 p.m. here in Ohio. Okay, guys, I woke up, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. Normally, I don't get up and do a stream unless I really got something good that I want to talk about, or I see a good request in the email section about a stream, a video that I should do. But ordinarily, I just don't do that. I just finished having breakfast a little bit ago, um, drinking lemonade. Actually, let me get a good sip of this. Mm. That's so good. And but no, this is not a request. This is my thought that just popped into my head. But I thought about this for a long time now, but it really, it's got to be one of my top pet peeves now, today. Maybe 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, this would not have been a pet peeve of mine. I would not have ranked this as like a really high up pet peeve. Um, but you guys can already see the title about, words, substitutive words and stuff on YouTube. Oh, guys, it's so annoying. You guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm just going to give a simple example. Like, say you go on to someone's channel. It could be in the comment section down below or in the chat room if it's a live stream, whichever one. And everyone's always talking literally in code words for all the oh man, that C is horrible. And I'm like thinking, what in the fuck are they talking about? The letter C, vitamin C. Um, I don't even know. I come to find out, obviously, they're talking about COVID. But when you first look at something like that, just say COVID-19. Or you know what? If you don't want to say COVID-19, just say COVID. The word COVID's been around for, 50, 60, 70 years. I think when they discovered what COVID was. Yeah, COVID itself has been around forever, the term COVID. But yeah, or the C word, the C, and like there's so many other examples. Or like I went on this one channel, this was a long time ago, shortly after COVID um, first started. And people was, it was obviously there's a lot of people fighting with each other because some people, even to this day, don't believe in the vaccine. Some do, whatever. I don't care. I don't really care. Point is, I'd go on this channel and these people, now talk about a fucked up thing. I get it if you're inside the club and you get what they're talking about, you're going to know what they're talking about. But this one group of people on this channel would refer to COVID as the ickies. And I'm like, what the fuck? Doesn't that sound like something a 5-year-old would say? I mean, God, you know what? I'm not going to even go there. The ickies. Like, I swear to God, I think when I was in kindergarten, some of my classmates would use the word ickies or cooties. Ickies, cooties, they kind of remind me of the same thing. But it's like, just say COVID, just say COVID, and it's, oh man, it's just so stupid, Oh, another thing, you can't mention certain names. Like you go into a chat room. I've been in so many different YouTube channels and chats and comment sections, leaving, over the years. I mean, using YouTube for all these years. And now I get it. This part is on it's not on YouTube. It's not on the government or anything like that. It's on the content creator. But I've seen people, and most of the time, this doesn't even involve me. I'm just going by what I see, what I read. I'll see other people leave comments, and it'll be a friendly, innocent comment or message. And it'll say something to the effect of, oh, did you see what happened to Trump or, Donald Trump or whatever like that? And they get deleted. And it's like, why? And then somebody will say, moderator, no politics. And it's like, Trump isn't politics. He used to be the president, but he's just a normal person. So who cares? And it's like, oh, man. I hate that though. People, man, it's so annoying. And like I was just joking around with a friend the other day. Now you guys, I'm sure can relate to, I'm sure most of you guys can relate to this stuff. If you're 18 and up, which probably majority of us on here are, I'm sure there's some minors on here that watch these, my content, but if you're 18 and up and you use YouTube, I think we all know that you should be allowed to every now and then use an explicit word, fuck, whatever, something to that effect. God damn it, I know some people don't like using the Lord's name in vain, but we're adults. A lot of people slip and do it. I noticed YouTube has gotten so strict recently that sometimes if you type a cuss word Not say it. You could voice a cuss word like what I'm doing on, on camera, but type a cuss word out in text format. Sometimes it won't even let you send it. One day I was typing some inappropriate word. I wasn't trying to be mean. I just typed, I think it was the F word, something like that. And right before when I hit the send it, a message on YouTube popped up actually from YouTube actually saying, "Are you sure you want to send that message?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And I clicked yes, and they still didn't accept it. They didn't accept the message. But they asked me. I think I said the B word, bitch. Oh well. But yeah, I guess YouTube frowns on typing that word out. You could say it on camera, on panel, but I guess they don't like people typing the B word. So yeah, I mean, the only reason I'm saying B word is out of respect for, I'm sure there's probably some viewers of mine watching this. I don't want to disrespect certain viewers, that sex. So, but yeah, that stuff is just so annoying. Like, and sorry guys, I normally don't just do a stream like this on a spur of the moment thing, especially waking up, having breakfast. Usually I like to do streams later, think about things, do other stuff, and then unwind. Well, I'm just getting my day started, and here I'm doing this stream. But it just, I don't know. I feel like it's something necessary to talk about. I don't understand, like, before I get off topic, I completely forget what I was going to say. What I was going to say earlier is I was thinking of writing YouTube, and I know it wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't do anything at all. But I was thinking of writing them and saying, can you guys like send messages out to like everybody on YouTube, all the content creators, like a newsletter, news weekly letter, and explain that this is not YouTube Kids. I understand they have a YouTube Kids. There is YouTube for kids. It's kid appropriate. Nothing's inappropriate. It's all for kids. And I was going to say to them, I was thinking of saying to them, I had no idea that YouTube turned into YouTube Kids. We joined, we merged together. It's all one. Because seriously, the people on YouTube, regular YouTube, act like children. I mean, it's child's play. It's child's play. I remember when I was a little kid in elementary school, and you would like maybe use an inappropriate word in front of another student, not even the teacher, just another student. And the kid's like, "Oh, I'm going to tell on you, tattletale. You used a bad word." That's what YouTube's like. It's the same thing now. You can't even like say the B word or fuck or anything, Those words, though, aren't so bad. Like on panels and stuff, a lot of times you can get away with saying stuff like that. But like certain words you can't get away with on certain channels are like things like COVID related, which I think that's retarded. I mean, come on, it's a virus. Who cares? I mean, it'd be like me talking about pneumonia and somebody gets rid of me for saying that. They're like, "Oh, you got to be careful. Can't use that pneumonia word, or can't use the word bronchitis. Can't use bronchitis. That's off limits." It's so stupid though. Another thing I wanted to get mention on here. This is sort of along the same lines. This whole stream, which is not going to be very long like usual, but this whole stream is literally just dedicated to the words being, substitute words and censoring of words and the covering up of certain topics. In other words, we're not going to talk about this topic. We're not going to talk about that topic. I kind of group all of them together. Word censorship, topics, also censorship of topics. I'm going to put all that together. Drives me nuts. This is the same pet peeve. There'll be like a major crime that takes place, or a major court case, like the Kyle Rittenhouse case the end of last year. That was huge. That was a huge case. People all over the United States, people in Europe, people around the world was fascinated with the Kyle Rittenhouse case. And there are some YouTube channels out there, I remember, and we're talking crime channels that are supposed to cover crime, that didn't even talk about the case. They would talk about stupid shit, whatever. They would talk about anything but that case. And it's like, okay, you're supposed to deal with crime and like all these big cases in the news, and you're not talking about the biggest case out there. And I find out why. some channels didn't talk about it because of politics. A lot of people was against Kyle Rittenhouse because a lot of people feel he shouldn't have had a gun with him. He shouldn't have been in a position to have to protect himself and kill a few people. Those people were totally against it, against Kyle. Those people to this day probably absolutely are sick to their stomach that Kyle is free. I'm sure those people are sick. Those are the same people that didn't want to talk about that court case, the exact same people. And I think it's ridiculous because aren't you hurting yourself by not talking about something like that? Like, I know as a content creator, I'm a small content creator, but like if I was a bigger content creator or even the same size as I am now, small, I would be going after, like I would be literally hunting, fishing, trying to reel in these big breaking news events, court cases, topics, mainstream topics that everybody's talking about. I would be trying to reel all those into my channel to make my channel grow more and be more popular instead of avoiding a subject like that. Like, that is just so stupid. Like, it just makes no sense. I mean, don't people have fun engaging anymore? Engaging with others, talking about controversial subjects, topics, whether it be a court case or murder trial, a political thing like what happened to Donald Trump a few days ago, the FBI. But like certain channels and certain people just feel the need to like, I'm going to stay away. I'm not going to get close to that subject. And I find that boring. I just really find that boring. I understand certain things are not meant to be entertaining. For example, crime, true crime especially, that's not meant for entertainment. I get that. But, because other people's lives are being, hurt, taken away. I get that. You're dealing with real people. So, crime in general is not meant to be entertainment. I totally understand. But at the same time, look what CNN does or Fox News or, all these other mainstream media outlets. They cover everything. They talk about, and me, I'm not a big fan of the mainstream media, but I'll at least give them credit. They cover everything and they usually spend a lot of time talking about whatever people's interested in hearing about, whether it be the Kyle Rittenhouse trial back in the day or OJ back in the day, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like if those guys are doing it, these big, large corporations, media agencies, why would a fucking YouTuber not want to cover like a major court case like that? Like, I just don't get that. I don't understand that. All because of politics? Like, you mean to tell me because you're against a kid that had a gun on him, you're not going to talk about his court case? Just because you're against what I don't know. I just think that's so stupid. But yeah, those things are definitely big pet peeves of mine. Really big pet peeves. It's like, just talk about it. Say whatever you want to say. Here's my, one of my mottos that I go with, especially on YouTube. As long as you're not threatening anybody, as long as you're not giving out somebody's personal information, in other words, sort of in a way doxing them, I guess you could use that term. To me, though, using their name is not the same as doxing, but I mean, YouTube's free reign. You could go on YouTube and make a video about Joe Rogan or Donald Trump, like, I've done before, other people have done, millions of other people have done. There's nothing wrong with that. When I say personal information, I mean like giving out, like if you have their phone number or their address or something like that. As long as you don't do that kind of stuff, like I said, make threats to people. To me, everything else is open game. I don't understand why there is like so much you got to be careful about what you say and do on YouTube. To me, it doesn't matter if you want to use the word COVID-19 or COVID or, talk about Black Lives Matter or politics, talk about Trump, talk about Biden. If you want to use their names, mention their names, their political party, different topics like that, or talk about, maybe you had a bad case of COVID, maybe you were sick and you want to tell people about it. You shouldn't have to worry and be like, oh, I'm trying to explain my COVID situation, but I got to figure out, do I use just the C word and say I had the C or I had the ickies? No, just get down and type and say I had COVID, or get on panel and say I had COVID. It's that simple. We're not, in preschool. We're not in elementary school anymore. It's really that simple. Whatever you want to say, you should be able to say it as long as you're not harming anybody. by threatening somebody or whatever. You should be allowed to say whatever you want to say. So, you know, I did a previous video, not on this exact same topic, but similar to this topic. I think it was a month or two ago on censorship. The title was, "Is there too much censorship?" And today, internet and just the world in general, too much censorship. Well, this video, I wanted to get more. This stream, I wanted to get more in depth on various subjects on what really is wrong with especially the internet, especially YouTube, since YouTube is so big and everybody uses it. It's really gotten out of hand in terms of that type of thing. I just don't like the code word shit. You know what I mean by code word? Like, oh, I got the C or the ickies. I hate code words because half the time I'm not ready for them. I'm like looking, somebody starts saying ickies or C. I'm like, just what are you fucking talking about? Just say COVID. Please make it easy on me. Please just say COVID. It's so much easier. So yeah. But yeah, I feel like those, those types of examples and this topic is a very much needed topic. More people should be discussing this. I'm sure there's probably other YouTubers out there that are making videos and streams very similar to this stream that I'm making. But problem is, they're probably not big YouTubers. They're probably small channels like my channel. So nobody will ever see those videos. Nobody will ever see them. I wish big YouTubers and big social influencers would actually talk more about this subject. Maybe people would actually say, hey, Joe Rogan was talking about how retarded it is to keep using all these stupid substitute words to describe a freaking sickness. Maybe more people would be like, that's true. Joe Rogan's right. We need to quit acting like children. But no, guys like that would never do that. The mainstream media guys would never, ever send a message like that out because they don't want to get in trouble. They don't want their platform to get taken down. So, so I don't know. It just, like I said, to me, it's a joke. I find it amusing. I don't know. I don't know what else to say other than it's hilarious that you can't just sit down with somebody and say, hey, man, I had COVID-19, and just say the whole word out. Lots of people still do it, but like you say it to certain people and they're like, wait, you're on my channel. You can't say the word COVID. So just so you guys know, on my channel, I don't care how small it is or how big it gets. I welcome anybody to say whatever they want on my platform. I don't block people. I don't delete people. I don't hide people. I don't get rid of comments. I don't do anything like that. I've even had spam on a few of my channel videos, and I just don't care. So, but yeah, so you guys are always welcome to discuss whatever you want, whether it's politics, anything. Like I said, I do whatever kind of stream I do a subject on, which I've pretty much done a stream on almost every major subject. If I've done a stream on it, then you could definitely talk about it, because as a content creator, wouldn't that be silly? That's another thing. I see content creators all the time. They'll say certain things like in front of the camera, they'll say this or they'll say that. And when someone in their chat or in the comment section says the same thing, they get in trouble. And it's like, how's that saying go? It's like they're doing the same thing as that old saying of do as I say, not as I do. See, I'm the opposite of that, do as I do. If you guys see me come on here and I'll curse, I'll say whatever the fuck I want. You could do the same thing. I don't care. Now, if the Google mods, do an automatic delete of your comment where they hide your comment, then I can't help that. I can't control that because I know sometimes the Google YouTube mods will, the AI, artificial intelligence, those mods will sometimes get rid of people. But that's totally separate. That's another topic, a completely different topic. But yeah, you guys see me doing something, whether it be getting drunk or saying vicinity, cuss words that I shouldn't be saying, bad mouthing people, and talking about various different subjects. If I do that, then I have no reason or no right to tell people on my channel, oh, you can't do that either. So you do whatever, you can do whatever the hell you want because I pretty much do whatever the hell I want. So. In fact, I don't even care if people come on my channel and say bad things about me. To me, hey, it's more eyes on me. So, I don't really care. You're coming to my channel. So if you come to my channel and say something bad, I don't care. So in other words, you could say whatever you want and you don't have to worry about me sneaking up on you and deleting your or hiding your comment. Okay, guys, I think I've gone on long enough. I've gotten a little bit off the topic at hand, talking about, I think, substituting words because you can't use this word or that word, stupid. I've talked about that and I've kind of moved on. So before I rant and rave too much longer about other topics, I'm going to call this a stream here in the stream. Also, I appreciate all the support that I get from you guys, whether it be just views. Also, giving likes to these thumbs ups to these streams helps the channel out a lot. Giving them a like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell if you're really interested in my content, you enjoy my content. Also, if you guys want a requested stream just for you, you could go to the about section. You could click on it, click on my email then, and send me a question. Just be sure to say, Justin explains everything. That way I know what you're talking about. And then I'll know it's pertaining to my channel. Or if you don't mind, revealing your name, whoever you are, your identity, you could just leave the request down below in the comment section. Yeah, everybody will see it, but it doesn't really matter if you don't care about people seeing your name. Let's see. Also, what is it? Saturday, August 13th. Man, this summer is going so fast. August 13th. You guys have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Have fun. Do whatever you want. Just so you don't harm anybody or harm yourself. The two most important things. And that's going to do it, guys. I will see you guys on the next stream. I don't know if I'm going to be back today or tomorrow or not, but I'll see you guys on the next stream. You guys take care out there and peace out.